Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to a new video. So I gotta say right off the bat, this is probably gonna be one of the weirder videos that I put out, and not based on what we're doing, how we're doing it, but basically just straight up where we're doing it. This is actually my childhood home. My parents still live here, but obviously we don't because we have our own house now. It's just weird to record in here because, like, for those that don't know, I started a YouTube channel originally, well, obviously in 2011 roughly, but in 2016 I actually started vlogging. For those that don't know, we're currently house sitting for my mom's pups. This morning I woke up in my childhood bedroom, I grabbed the camera and I just started recording, and it was so weird because, like, that's something I did, again, like 5 years ago. One thing that hasn't changed though is we still have the greatest pup Neo right here, and his new best friend Apollo, which is... there he is.
Hello?
Hello?
The lights won't turn on.
Did you try going into Google Home and then saying home?
Yeah.
And they're not turning on? I'm pretty sure Abby's currently on her way. Oh, what you doing? Are you afraid of the camera? Ooh, look at you, looking good. I'm pretty sure Abby's on her way over. She just got out of work, so it'll be about a 25-minute drive, so she should be here soon. But I just thought, like, kind of living through memory lane and just... what is going on? Hello? Thank you. She should be here in roughly like 25 to 30 minutes, so we're gonna use that time, kind of walk around the house and just kind of show you guys how it all started. So pretty much, we should start in my childhood bedroom. So obviously, paint color is way different, and I'll show you some clips of how it used to look. This is pretty much where it all started. This is where the first vlog started. My brother recently repainted the room, so obviously it's not quite how it used to look, and obviously it's not my bed, and there's a lot of stuff in here that my mom has for her bakery. I feel like it's not too common where people can kind of just go back to where it all started. This is literally where it all started for me. This is where I learned how to play guitar for the most part. Right upstairs is where I learned how to play drums. Like, everything about this house pretty much made me who I am today, and especially with the vlogs. I had no idea that I was gonna get to this point because I kind of gave up after a while because I just felt like it was a little too much stress and a little too much on my plate, so I couldn't really focus on vlogging, and I just wasn't putting out the videos I wanted to. So I stopped doing that, put out some drum covers, started doing some music stuff, but full circle, we're back in the house, waking up this morning in my, well, childhood bed, I guess you can say. What I do want to show you guys though, this is the attic area that my mom is currently refinishing. It's pretty much bare bones right now, so this isn't what it used to look like, but right in this room, well, but it's the attic area. I'll have to use my flashlight real quick. This Harry Potter under the staircase looking area, this is where I learned how to play drums. For a quick reference, this is me standing up in here, so there's really not much room, but I just love playing in here, and it smells exactly how it used to smell, so like it's literally bringing back all the old memories. But if we kind of walk over this way, this is actually, so like when my brother moved out, I took over this space, so I would have like my drums in this corner, and I would be practicing to like Maroon 5 and all that kind of music. I'd have like my bed over here, so it's just kind of weird to see it like this because I actually just showed Abby last night since we stayed the night. Just kind of like walking around showing all like old videos and talking about how much actually happened up here. And it's just weird because obviously there's so little left to this space and it's all cleared out so that they can put up new drywall and make this look better than it ever looked before. But just so many memories and so many videos and so many things before even YouTube. I just wanted to make videos and I just wanted to like entertain, so I would find anybody I could, invite them over to the house, family, friends, whatever it takes, and just like make videos with them, whether it's making wrestling videos, action fight scenes with my little cousin Anna. Really odd seeing it, especially vlogging. So I never thought I was gonna be able to do this, even though my parents still live here. So actually here, we should probably head back downstairs so I can show you a little bit more. Next up, we're gonna go down into the basement area, and this is probably one of the biggest changes to how it used to look, and I'm gonna quickly turn this light on. Oh man, this feels so weird being down here, I gotta say. So this used to be all green. This is where in the original video, I was organizing my practice space. This is where my old band used to practice. This is where everything started for the band back in 2015. It's really cool to see how much it changed down here because obviously like I'm not using it anymore. I'm not practicing down here. So they completely transformed it into like kind of like a man cave area. And I'm not going to show too much of their stuff because I don't want to invade any privacy besides just like showing the bare basics of what happened down here. But it's just I haven't been down in this space since like I don't even know how long. Like this is before I was homeless. This space was mine for so long, and it's really nice to see that it was actually turned into something nice because I feel like it would be even weirder if I came down and it was still green and I was still in the area that I used to practice in. I'm just kind of happy that a lot has actually changed though. I don't know how I'm going to pull it off, but for those that don't know, I still do music on the side and I don't put any music out. It's mainly just for fun and just for me to kind of like create every now and then. If I take it seriously enough and actually put out music, go on tour, and I definitely want to go on tour, and I've been talking about it nonstop with Abby, I want to do a music video down here where I recreate the space where I used to practice in and just have the music video just be that, because that would be so surreal to see. And I keep saying that, but that's really how a lot of this is. It's just, it's mind-boggling because imagine like going into your childhood home years and years after you moved away, almost a decade later, where you haven't seen it quite like how it used to look, just recreating that environment like to see exactly how it used to be. And that's just something I really want to do because I just feel like it's kind of something that has to happen at this point, because if not, then like I feel like I won't ever stop thinking about it. So that's something that I just was randomly thinking of. It's just weird being back here, honestly. Without going into much detail, I kind of repaired the relationship I had with my family. For a while, I thought there was a really good chance I was never going to be back here. So just the fact that I'm back here, going to be spending almost a week, and sorry for the air that's kicking on right now. Actually, here, I'm going to head back upstairs because Abby should be here relatively soon. Is there anything you want to say to the camera before we go? Thank you. I think the way I want to end this video, honestly, like, such a relieving feeling, especially when you kind of live your whole entire life questioning, like, are you doing the right thing? Am I going down the right path? Like, whatever the situation might be for you. If we take away Abby from the whole situation, I would say in this house, my worst moments in life, my best moments of life all happen in this house. And just like looking around, walking around, looking back at old videos, old pictures, just reliving that kind of stuff through the pictures, it's just insane to think about. And then when you walk in the house and you're just living in it and you're seeing the dog that you grew up with, going down into the practice space, it's so much fun being able to sleep in my childhood bedroom, going into the room upstairs where I had all my plays in for my parents. Like, everything about this house really built who I was, and whether or not that was a good or bad thing, a lot of good times happened here, a lot of bad times happened here. I remember getting the phone call that, not this Neo Senior, who is our older dog, I remember sitting on my dad's couch and getting the phone call that he passed away, and then coming home absolutely destroyed. And then I remembered when I was homeless and I had the opportunity to walk in here one last time and just retrieve my things, say goodbye to my dog, and like, that was the lowest point of my entire life, and that was only not even 2 years ago. And now fast forward those 2 years to where I am now. Now I have a house with my girlfriend that I want to marry one day. I repaired my relationship with my family. I'm really happy with how things are kind of turning out, because there's a lot of negativity that might be in the background or whatever, but it's just nice to kind of come back here, just kind of remind myself how it used to be, how things have improved. And at times I thought there was no chance this was going to be improving. This is the best my life was going to get. It can only get worse from here. And like, it was the scariest part of my life. Everybody goes to that point where it's like, oh, this is the worst possible time of my life, and this is like the worst thing that ever happened to me. And then like, you always hear like, oh, it's gonna get better, and then it only gets like worse. The phrase that it gets better isn't overnight. It isn't the next month. It isn't even the next year. And I know a lot of people sometimes aren't able to hear that, and it freaks them out. If this is inspiration for you guys to keep going, or whatever it has to be, I want it to be like that, and I want that to be the end.